In this video, I'm going to be running down raw market movement and actually understanding how the market moves, not just in terms of indicators or all the advanced stuff that we'll get into later. What I really want to get you guys on is on a naked chart, pretty much, no indicators. That's how we're going to be trading. I'm going to be running through from start to finish how I trade here inside Forever Blue, a little bit more in depth. I know I've been getting a lot of inboxes about various topics, various techniques inside the market and what I use, and basically I'm going to run it down from A to Z for you guys so there's no confusion. If you guys enjoy this training, go ahead and inbox me your testimony. I mean, I love reading it. I love reading you guys' appreciation and the comments I get. So let's get right into it. I'm not going to waste your time. Let's go straight into it. Raw market movement. So what is raw market movement, or raw price movement, how I like to call it? It's a term I coined, pretty much. Raw market movement, raw market price. Just in understanding how the market actually moves, in actually seeing the price. How do I say this? Price range. Don't look at the candles. A lot of people, they look at candles and they get overwhelmed. You see all these candles, man. I don't know what's going on in this chart. Just break it down simply, okay? So this is the first step into actually understanding the market, and then we're gonna actually move on and build upon it layer by layer. All right. So let's get straight on it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my trendline tool. I'm on TradingView, Australian Canadian dollar, on the 4-hour chart. You can do this on any time frame, but the higher the time frame, a little bit smoother, you know what I mean, depending on the market. So I'm going to use a trend line right here. I'm going to draw this up move. You see, there's a large up move here, and then there's actual small up moves with little pullbacks. All right, so I'm going to do it 2 different ways. I'm going to show you why. So I'm going to do minor market movement right now. So we get an up move. See it? We get a pullback. I want you guys to draw on your charts like this. Trust me, it's going to help you with a lot of things. Okay, then we get an up move again, a small pullback, an up move, a small pullback, up move, small pullback, up move, small pullback. So we'll actually start drawing all of those. And let's see if we can actually learn something from the market just by the raw price movement, as I like to call it. See, you get this is a nice pullback right here. I'll draw this one in, even though it's a minor one. This is what I call minor raw price movement. I'll show you guys some major one right now, but just follow along what I'm doing right now. What I'm doing is I'm measuring each up move and each pullback. Major pullbacks, these are minor pullbacks, but I'm just measuring it. So we get an up move, a small pullback, up move, small pullback, up move, small pullback, up move, big pullback, and then we just get a kind of a consolidation range right here. Let's actually draw that out. Okay, right here, let me zoom in right there. Since this wick broke this high, see that big spike, and then it just filled in the wick and then chilled there before the drop. Okay, so this is the high. This is where I'm going to draw my raw price movement. All right, right there. Boom. That's the high. All right, this is not the high. All right, it closed all the way down here, but you would draw the market movement like this. Remember, you're going from price. You're not going off candlesticks. You're going off the price. The wick came all the way up here. That means the high got broken, right? This high is higher than that high, obviously. Price is higher. So that's how I'm going to draw it all the way down. Boom. All right. Everyone following me so far? Okay. Once again, a down move, pullback. I'm not going to do these minor tweaks anymore. These are minor raw price movements. It's a little bit more major. It's a little bit easier to see. You do it like this. Boom. I'll do some minor ones here just to illustrate the point. You can do it both ways, guys, okay? One is not right than the other, but if you're going based off, you know, like I call them minor raw price movement and major raw price movement. All right, if you're going to be drawing it out like this, the way I'm doing it right here. All right, these are minor little pullbacks like this. This is minor because there's so many pullbacks and I'm drawing every single one. So those are minor. These big moves like this, when you get more smooth movement, those are major. Major raw price movement, all right? Okay, now, once you actually start practicing on this on your charts, that's when the fun begins and you actually start understanding Fibonacci's, indicator signals, that the indicator give you. You understand actual support and resistance as well. Once you see these pullbacks, they always pull back to a previous resistance, previous support, right? So let me actually start drawing that in for you guys. So let me stay on this. Let me not move a little. Let me not move at all. Okay, I'm going to use my horizontal tool right here, horizontal ray. All right, see these minor pullbacks? Let me actually start doing these big pullbacks so I can show you what I mean. Okay, this low right here was the initial low. See that low? This big move to the downside and then it pulled off of it. Notice how even though price broke through, right, our raw price movement broke through, if you actually look at the candles, they actually never closed below this low. All right, and this was a 4-hour chart, so very powerful chart. So this is part of understanding raw price movement, guys. This is more into the market structure side, but it's very important in understanding this movement, okay, in the market. So this high, I'm going to draw one here as well, because these are the big moves. All right, I just want to see how price reacts to it. Boom, price got close to it. You see how price got close to it right here? Pull back. Break, pull back. Break up again. Okay. So as you can see right here, I've actually run that line through this high right here. I can actually see price respecting it right here and boom, it finally breaks through. Breaks back down, respects it, boom, breaks up again. You see how it's just consolidating? Let me actually draw this raw price movement again. So I'm going to do the one on that low right here. Horizontal tool, you see? Price respects it. And it's going to start going into an uptrend. See how price broke through? But they keep coming back above it. Range, see how it's ranging? Price is ranging right now. It's in a zone. See how it's just going back and forth? See? So we call just ranging, consolidation. We try to get a break right here. Candle comes back down, test our support, right? Raw price movement right here, structure. Boom, finally get the break above. And this helps you spot the higher lows and the higher highs, guys, as well. The lower highs and lower lows. If you don't understand raw price movement, then you're not going to understand the higher lows and all that. So as you see here, even though price went below this low, the next time it came to retest it, it made a higher low right here. So look, lower high, higher low. It's ranging. Breaks this high, does not break this previous high. Still, well, it's a higher high right here, but it's not. It's a lower high right here compared to it. It's gonna pull back. It's gonna make a higher low right here. Higher low compared to this low. Low, higher low, higher low, high, lower high, higher high right here compared to this one. All right, and then we finally get a break going into an uptrend. Let me put my horizontal tool right here as well. It's another high. That could be for a target, possibly for an uptrend. So let's actually run through. Looks like we got close to it, rejecting. See how price reacts. Boom, break down. Right there, you see how it came back up to retest that high. Let's draw it out. Raw price moving, guys. Draw this on your charts. Trust me, trust me, trust me. Once I actually start applying more techniques to this, you're going to understand it. All right, we got a break right here. Pull back. Pull back. Break again. And then we get a break of this low right here going into a downtrend. See how I broke that previous market structure? It's higher low. Break. Might be going into a downtrend, all right? We're going to have to see. We're going to see if we get a retest on these. Oh, perfect right here. This is an example right here of market structure. Right here from this high, horizontal tool, draw it out, repeats the high, finally breaks through. What happens when you get a breakthrough? Always get a retest. You don't always get a retest, but most of the time you will get a retest. I like waiting for these retests before I get in. You get a better entry. You're a little bit more sure, right? Testing the support. It broke through. It was resistance, finally broke through. Now it's support. Boom. We get a retest of this high. Actually draw one on this high as well, right here. See, I actually drew it on this high. Run it through. Boom. Use it as support right here, and then finally get the breakthrough. Boom. All right. So I mean, that's just understanding a little bit of raw price movement, market structure, a little bit of market structure. Just give you a little preview. As you can see, the downtrend started right here. Boom. Pull back, break again. This is just very simple stuff, guys, but I'm telling you, the simple stuff is what's going to give you the results. All right. The fundamentals, the basics, is going to be 80% to 90% of your results. All right. Mastering the fundamentals. Not saying I already know that, because there's a lot of people that think they know everything. All right. They don't. Not even me. I don't know everything. Okay. All right. So we get a big retest. We get a big spike down right here, and then it closes all the way up. So what I'll do on this low, I'll do a horizontal tool. See how it keeps retesting. Spiked it. Closed all the way up here. I'll wait for a pullback and probably buy right here and see how it goes. It's going into a downtrend though. Ooh. Keeps just ranging. Once again, ranging in our market structure. Probably gonna break down. Yep. Boom. Breaks down. Right there, sell. Small scalp maybe. See, I haven't ran through this chart, so it's like it's about to break the low. Let's see if it breaks the low. Boom. All right, so we would have been profit off that break, right? See how it breaks through, retest. Right there, you see that retest? Those are the best spots to actually get in trades. When you get a break of a low, and then you get the retest, and boom, actually started going back into an uptrend. It broke above. Look at this heavy candle. See, this is what I was expecting right here. This is what I was expecting right here. This big candle was expecting it somewhere here, but it came a little bit late. Boom. They broke the low one more time, made a higher low right here, and then boom, just take off. Boom, uptrend again. Just it's a crazy pair, but boom, see? Now we're gonna go retest the highs again. Boom, broke them. You see? But notice right here. See this high right here? I'll make this one a different color. Yeah, I knew this was going into an uptrend because it never broke this previous low. You see how I kept going near it? So many wicks here, but consolidation, retested low, break up again. So let's actually draw that out with market structure. I'm gonna do the major moves, okay? I'm not gonna do the minor ones, but you guys get the point. Look, these are the retests right there. All those retests. Fake out drop, never broke the low. This will probably be some type of Fibonacci retracement for sure. That's for the next video. And boom, you get a break of structure. See how price broke structure and what happened? Broke this high. Retest. Pull up again. Retest again. And then boom, you finally get your clean. It's a 4-hour candle. You get finally a clean break up. And you're off to the races. We already broke this high. It would have been taking profit probably right around there. Let's see. I was going to do the horizontal tool right here. See, when you actually get structures like this, that's where you can do your counter trend lines. So that's probably going to be for the next video. You can, when actually seeing these structures on, let's say on an uptrend, you see these structures right here, you do your counter trend lines. Like right here, you can do a small trend line right there, and then finally get a break close above. You can do one right here. But anyways, hope you guys understand a little bit of market movement, raw market movement. This is what it is, pretty much, guys. What you're doing is you can either measure minor raw price movement like this, or you can actually do major market movement like this. Okay. I like doing the major market movement like this. You get more clean setups. Like your technicals, other technicals will line up a lot better when you do major moves like this. But these minor moves, very nice for catching during continuations and stuff like that. Like right here. Do a quick one right here. Yes, this is basic stuff, guys. Very basic stuff, but I'm telling you, the basics is what makes the difference. People ignore this stuff because they learned it first, and then they forget about it, and then their trading suffers because you forget about the basics. I got you better. You basically overlook the basics, trying to complicate everything instead of just simplifying everything. All right, boom. So what I wanted you to notice is actually the retest right there. Once it actually breaks the high, there's the retest. Boom. Once again, it double bottomed out. Double bottom, fake double top, but it was really a larger double bottom, right? So let me actually erase this line right here. That's what I mean. Boom. See? Boom, there's the double bottom. Boom, there's a break of structure. See how structure breaks right here? Let me circle it. There's the break. There's the break of structure. See it? Right there in that circle. There's the break of structure. There's the retest of structure. Very, very simple, guys. Very, very simple. Hope you guys understand it. Go back on your charts and draw this, okay? Don't just skip by, okay? Try to understand it. Try to understand what I'm talking about, okay? So right here, I'll do a quick one right here. I'm gonna break up, break back down, break up, retest the high, fail to break it, right? Breaks this middle low, this middle part of the low, breaks it. Let's see if it's gonna come back to a retest. Comes back up for a big retest right here. Broke it a little bit. And drop. Boom. Fills in the wick. Fills in the wick. Whenever you get these big wicks, what you get sometimes is the market will try to fill it in. So that's what happened. Big wick, pull back, fill in the wick, pull back, finally break it. Boom. Alright. So I hope you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. This is raw price movement. Alright, this is not the candles. This is just raw price movement. Alright, I'm not looking at the candles when I'm doing this. I'm just looking at the breaks. Alright, so when it actually broke down, you might be going into a downtrend now. You just wait for a pullback. Looks like we're getting lower highs right here. Broke this high, but it also broke this low. You see how it broke the low, come back up, retest the high, drop. So what I'll do is I'll do a horizontal tool right there, horizontal tool right there. Boom. All right, that would have been the range of the highs. This is what I mean. If price doesn't break these highs, this little zone, then I know it's going into a downtrend. All right. So when it finally rejects off of there, starts breaking down, and then you get that little retest right there. You see how that wick retested this previous market structure right here? That's when I look to sell. And boom, that's what happened. But also made like a little harmonic pattern right there. It looks like really ugly one, but one right here too. So there's more advanced stuff, but this is what's also gonna help you with harmonic patterns and understanding the market. 786. See, perfect 382. But that's more advanced stuff, guys. This is what I mean that you have to understand raw price movement. This is why I can spot setups like that. All right. All right, I'll drop this topic. Move on to the next video, guys. Study, study, study. In the next video, we're going to be going over high and low zones and the retest of market structure. So I'm going to be going into more about retest. All right. See you in the next video. Peace.